Hey guys, Emzo's Ed one more. Today I bring you episode... Excuse me. Putting me off my intro. Bring you episode 53 of my No Kuni Wrath of White Witch Let's Play. Now, I am saving the last place, Hamelin, the place where my casting rules, and I have no idea who the boss is going to be here. So, there's going to be an elongated cutscene at the end of this, because it's the last place I need to save, so something's bound to happen after. So I'm going to cut this bit out. I'm going to jump cut to when I'm, pretty much all the way down there. It's going to take a long time. There you go, I have effectively saved you guys 5 minutes of watching me do pointless battles where I do nothing but click attack and defend. Honestly, I don't see why people would complain at that.
Look, there it is!
So we're back here again.
Stop your whinging, man. I mean, it could be worse.
Huh?
Oh! Nickers!
That tank! That's the very latest weapon in Hamelin's arsenal. You're telling me machines are turning into monsters now? I cannot say. Whoa!
It's just a machine. Let's show it what for.
Well, that's a slight shame, because it's neither a character we know, nor a character we don't know. It's just a goddamn tank. Oh well, I honestly thought there'd be some kind of plot twist, or who knows, I'd fight the White Witch or something, but nope, it is just this guy. Anyway, whilst, is he going to be one of those bosses who has more than one stage? I don't think he will, because he's not going down as easily as the others. Yeah, I think this guy... No, he's only going to have one. I can't call it, honestly, I can't. Oh, what's his tip? This thing might be different from that tank we fought before, but it's got the same weakness as any other machine. Give it a taste of storm magic. Do I even have storm magic? Yes, I do. This does storm magic damage. I've never used this. 300... That costs so much mana, and look how much 2 attacks do. Look how much 2 attacks do. Okay, 3 attacks. Exactly the same damage if it hit. In fact, maybe I should do that storm spell. No, I'm going to wait to see if he does have a second stage. But anyway, also I'm quickly clicking attack, run away or I'll attack. That's 30 seconds to Mars. Fair. Solved my own competition. Not lots of you. In fact, there was one person who asked, instead of me asking you guys what you think of the story and who's who, why don't I say my current theory? And I haven't really done this yet because I have lots of potential theories, but none of them are definite. Like, there's obviously the obvious answer right now is that the White Witch is P's soulmate. However, there is also evidence to say that she's something more than a soulmate, and she's not just a soulmate. There might be more to it. So I can't say if P is the White Witch's soulmate. I can't say if she's anything more. There's nothing definite just yet, and I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that. I have had a horrid cough, and yeah, he has a second form. Okay, I kind of didn't expect that, because he nearly one-shot most of my guys. Do I have to defend? Yes, I do. I'm going to take advantage of that. Why is he taking 1 damage? Is someone... Okay, that wasn't as powerful as I thought it'd be. So, if I had to put money on it, I would say that P is the White Witch, not her soulmate. I'd say that she actually is the White Witch. As for how this is possible, I have no fucking clue. I mean, the game could throw anything out. It could be alternate dimensions. It could be time travel. It's a fantasy game. It could honestly throw anything out, and as long as it all matches up, I'd have to accept it. It could throw anything out. I don't think there would be alternate dimensions or anything like that. It can't really be time travel, but something corrupted P and made her become the White Witch. That's what I think. It could. Well, the council was already corrupt, so maybe one of them cast a spell. There is also the matter of the Wizard King. We have no idea what the hell happened to him. He's just sort of unconscious lying there. We don't know if he's dead. We don't know if he's alive. But I think he's dead. I'm fairly sure he's dead. And there's also her owl, who I've forgotten the name of. What was the owl called? How did I get a chance? I'm getting really distracted here. The owl is some kind of mysterious figure. Is it a magical animal? Is it a fairy? Who knows? But the owl could have been what corrupted P and made her become a White Witch, or it could be the spell. There's so many different possibilities. If I had to put money on it, I think it's something to do with the Wizard King, because they haven't really mentioned him much, despite him being a huge character. So usually, if that happens in a video game or a film, it means that they are going to play a role just later on. Otherwise, they would have made a huge deal out of the Wizard King being dead, and it would all be in the past. Instead, they've just kind of left it hanging, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's also the matter of the spell which P supposedly found, which he can use to save land. It could have been Sanctify, it could have been whatever made the ash fall, it could have been something we don't even know, who knows, but I suppose we may find out in this third glimpse. Or third glimpse at P's past. That has a really catchy ring to it. Third glimpse at P's past. I might name out the title of this episode, if I'm not creative. Grigori reached level 24, learned Ear Splitter. That is a really weak... Well, it's not weak, but it's old. I've seen, like, familiar to use that from the beginning. Basho's level 9 now. He can metamorphosize, but I've been advised not to metamorphosize him until he reaches a higher level, so he gains stat bonuses. And, anything else? Anything else interesting? No, just... I still need to get him to level 40 so I can complete our side quest.
It's time for your magic.
Right. Sanctify!
And another really short cutscene. Do you think that means everybody in Hamelin is cured now? Yep, which means it's time for the prince to tend to... I don't want to get rid of Marcassin, he's a really good party member. I love his spells. And... Oh, why did it fade out to black? Oh, time change, I'm guessing. I love how I'm picking at all the small things. Your Majesty, the city is in ruins. We've been invaded by wild beasts. I'd watch what you call them, they were you. Us, we were the beasts. This is terrible, Your Majesty, did we attack you? Calm yourselves, as you can see, I am unharmed. I am more concerned about the state of our great city. But our chief concern should still be to discover the cause of all this. Until I've done so, I must leave Hamelin. Thank you, I don't have to get rid of Marcassin. That would have been a real, sort of, bitchy move on the No Kuni's part. Gives me a new character, I fall in love with the character, and yeah, you can't use him anymore. Captain Hograf, your orders are to begin reconstruction immediately. Yes, Your Majesty, you go to war, do you not? You must take... What do I... Am I taking the tank? Alchemy formula. What could that be? I want to guess, but I have no logical ground to base my guess on. Your forethought is as welcome as... I really want to find out what that is, but I'm going to forget. I didn't forget the... I didn't get the... Wow, how much can I fail a sentence? I didn't forget the supplies. I was about to start recording this episode, and I did forget, but then I went back and read the comments, and you guys reminded me, thank God. Blimey, you actually sounded like an emperor for a moment there. Yes, it was like I was seeing a completely different person. I made a promise to my brother. Ahem. In any case, Hograf is a fine leader. He can be relied on to rebuild Hamelin whilst I am gone. Is it whilst or while? I always get mixed up on that. There's trusting you are. Righto, let's get back to the Iron Wyvern, shall we? Sounds good. And let's find out what what happened to P when she was older. We have saved the three kingdoms from a scourge. Scourge? I think that's right. Scourge of the Manor. As representative of the people of this world, I give you our heartfelt thanks. You're welcome, Bills. Thanks to P, really. Yay, thanks to P. And yet we are no closer to knowing who it was to... Yes, we do know. We know about the council now. They still have no idea that the council is responsible for this, do they? I don't think even P knows. How would P not know if she is for what? I have a lot of questions. Your magic allowed us to avert a tragedy of unthinkable proportions, P, but we cannot allow this to happen again. Too right, we need to find whoever was behind this and give a proper height. I was going to kill them, but that'll do. But we have no idea who it could be. Perhaps not, although something about P's story has been troubling me. It has. When we were in your world, she told you about the Yas... Also, I actually had a question. The nation of Xanadu, did that fall because of the ash, or was that because of the war? I'm not really sure about that, and I kind of need an answer, because that could play a huge role. Because Xanadu was kind of dropped, it hasn't been mentioned again, and I'm curious about it. When we were in your world, she told you that the ash falling was her fault, did she not? Oh yeah, sure, but hey, there's no way it was her, that's impossible. Does it not also seem impossible that a tiny child should have the ability to reverse the effects of the mana? And yet why is my cat clicking the keyboard? What the actual fuck? He was about to stop the recording, god damn it. And yet we have seen it with our own eyes, but that is not the reason I think she may be able to tell us more. Can we just see the flashback, please? I believe P may hold the key to unlocking this entire mystery. Yes, P's got the key. Oh, you found another flower, did you? Great, let's have another look at that pretty young queen. Is this really the time for your stupid comments? We need to take this seriously. Indeed, I fear this next vision may not be a pleasant one. You and me both, Marcassin. No matter, we must see the truth with our own eyes. P, would you be so kind? Here.
How could this happen? Every man, woman, and child in my kingdom. How? Why did this happen? Mana was meant to help them. Not this. Tell me why.
My name is Cassiopeia. I am Queen of Nazcar. When I was a child, I was known as P. I lived together with my father, and did not want for anything. Then, when my beloved father passed away, I ascended the throne, little knowing what horrors awaited me. Ignorant of the affairs of state, I allowed the Council of 12 to control everything. But the Council paid not the slightest heed to the well-being of my subjects. I had always thought of Nazcar as a peaceful realm, but now I saw that it was blighted by greed and torn apart by conflict. The scales had fallen from my eyes. I felt the desperation of those ground down by poverty. I felt the pain of those fighting for survival. And I saw how I had lived a gilded life of luxury, a life they could never hope to enjoy. I decided that I must change. I would work for the good of others and do all I could to eliminate conflict. That is how I arrived at my decision. That is what drew me to the spell that would save the world. Mana. When I came to use that spell, not a doubt clouded my mind. I was certain that the mana would purify the hearts of my people. But then, my dream of peace turned into a nightmare. All those whom the mana touched became beasts and turned upon each other. For years, the nightmare went on. The years stretched to decades. And still it continued. Then one day, I realized there was no one left. The council was gone. The guards were gone. My ladies in waiting, too. They were all gone. The mana I had unleashed had claimed the lives of every one of them. I am completely and utterly alone. But death is a privilege I shall never know. And who can say what this endless solitude may make of me? That is why I have decided to fill these flowers with my memories. If you have found this flower, I pray that you will find your way to me. That is my only wish. Until then, I shall be waiting. Always waiting. Alone in Nazcar.
So, poor little innocent P committed genocide, and she's immortal. So, how does that work into the White Witch? Is she not the White Witch? No, she must be, because she was referred to as your Radiance and everything like that. Crikey, there's tragic. The spell she used went and ruined her whole country. So is Cassiopeia or older P still alive? No, she must be the White Witch. There must be another force. There must be something we haven't seen yet. That's thrown me off a lot. The manner of which she spoke is the same thing we've been dealing with here. So the person behind all this is Queen Cassiopeia. She may not have intended any harm, but it seems a distinct possibility. You're right, she said she would be waiting, didn't she, in a place called Nazcar. Smelly old Nazcar. Nazcar, eh? Crikey, that's a blast from the past. What is it? Do you know something about this place? The fabled kingdom of Nazcar was the seat the seat of an advanced civilization that disappeared almost overnight, 10,000 years ago. Wow, so P is 10,000 years old, effectively, and Queen Cassiopeia has been waiting for all that time. If we can find the site of the ancient kingdom, perhaps we can solve the mystery of the mana at last. Yes, and we can stop her from ever using it again. Yes, we have to stop her. Alright, let's go find the king. You make that sound so easy. We've got no leads. We're just going to search for a kingdom that disappeared 10,000 years ago. Get Sherlock Holmes on the case, because I'm not going to be able to... Is it not... Find the Lost Island? What? It's just genuinely telling me to go out and do it by myself. Well, this has been episode 53 of the No Kuni, and next episode I'm going to be on a wild goose chase searching for a mysterious island. But if this has been me, Evans with Z111, please remember to leave a rating if you enjoyed, and comment with whatever you want to comment with. This is me out. Peace.